The breaking news.
Hello everyone and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Liverpool give an update on Florian Wirtz transfer by Germany. Sporting director Florian Wirtz wants to join Liverpool, but his transfer from Bayer Leverkusen could take a while, according to Germany's sporting director Rudi Völler. Liverpool have been unable to reach an agreement with Leverkusen over a deal for the 22-year-old, who finished the season with 15 goals and 16 assists in all competitions. The Premier League champions have seen their $109 million offer rejected, with Leverkusen holding out for a deal in excess of 120 million. Bayern Munich and Manchester City have both expressed a strong interest in signing Wirtz, but Völler, who now works for Germany's football association, DFB, claims the midfielder is keen on a move to Arne Slot's side. It's no secret that he'd like to go to Liverpool. I know the clubs are negotiating with each other, Völler, who has had 2 stints as Leverkusen's sporting director, told diaz. Völler added, "It's often the case that it takes a while until an agreement is finally reached. Of course, in the end, you have the feeling it will go through." Florian Wirtz has proven that he is a very, very valuable player, not only for Bayer Leverkusen but also for the national team. That's why he costs a few euros more. Speaking to ZDF, former Arsenal and Germany defender Per Mertesacker described Liverpool's push to sign Wirtz as a big deal. "Everyone on the island is keen on one of Germany's greatest talents," Mertesacker said. "Liverpool are really gearing up again, and getting him is a big deal." If Liverpool target Florian Wirtz lives up to the hype, he'll be bucking the trend of German stars in the Premier League. Florian Wirtz looks set to be the marquee signing of the Premier League summer. But if Liverpool's intended attacking recruit is to live up to his immense potential and lofty fee, he is going to be bucking a trend. Because while German football has produced multiple World Cup titles and Champions League winning clubs and a host of elite players in every era of the game, the record of Germans in England's top flight is a sketchy one. It began with a splash with Spurs' bold signing of Jurgen Klinsmann in 1994 and continues with Liverpool's show-stopping pursuit of Wirtz, but the impact of German players on the Premier League barely registers on the stats sheet with, perhaps fittingly, the most successful and enduring success stories on English soil known more for their solid and dependable qualities. The numbers don't lie. If you scan down the list of all-time Premier League goal scorers, you'll find our first German at 155th, alongside Robbie Earle and Ayoze Perez on 45, one shy of Jay Rodriguez. That the player in question is Ilkay Gundogan speaks more to the Manchester City man's longevity than his attacking prowess. Gundogan, incidentally, is 4th on the all-time list for appearances by a German, behind only the prosaic talents of former Stoke and Leicester defender Robert Huth, Champions League winner Dietmar Hamann, and unsung Brighton midfielder Pascal Gross. Former Arsenal schemer Mesut Ozil, with 54, has the most assists of any German but is 39th on the all-time list. By contrast, there are 2 Spaniards, David Silva and Cesc Fabregas, a Belgian, Kevin De Bruyne, and a Dutchman, Dennis Bergkamp, in the top 10, while Argentina, Egypt, and France all feature in the equivalent list of top scorers. In all, 135 players have managed 50 Premier League goals, and none of them are German. Liverpool will expect Wirtz to change that and treble Ozil's assists mark to get a good return on their investment. Jurgen Klinsmann was one of the biggest names in the game when he rocked up at Spurs, perhaps the first overseas glamour signing of the new competition. He was 30, but with 20 goals in 41 games, the 1990 World Cup winner showed he was still in his prime and lived up to the hype. Klinsmann left after a year, only to return in his mid-30s, 9 goals in 15 games, helping to save Spurs from relegation and pushing his overall tally to 29. Still good for tied 5th with Uwe Rosler, another hugely successful 1990s import, on the all-time list of German goal scorers. Middling returns. Wirtz is not the first wunderkind to head to England. Michael Ballack was 29 when he swapped Bayern Munich for Chelsea in 2006. The commanding midfielder had played in World Cup and Champions League finals, but despite a league title and 3 FA Cups, there was always a suspicion Ballack left his best stuff in Bavaria. Leroy Sane was only 20 when Manchester City paid Schalke 46 million for his speedy wing play in 2016. But he was back in the Bundesliga by 2020. His potential never quite fully realized. The same could not be said of Mesut Ozil, a bona fide Galactico and soon-to-be World Cup winner when Arsenal teased him away from Real Madrid in 2013. A fan favorite who more than lived up to the hype, the mercurial playmaker's 8-year stay was a game of two halves. The brilliance of the early years pay. Florian Wirtz found the net as Germany clashed with Portugal in a thrilling UEFA Nations League semi-final. While the match itself had fans on the edge of their seats, it was Wirtz's post-game remarks that truly stole the show, capturing the attention of both supporters and pundits alike. What exactly did he say? Stick around to find out. Meanwhile, we've got some exciting Liverpool news coming your way, so stay tuned until the end to catch every key update. And hey, if you enjoy this content, don't forget to hit that like button. Let's hit 300 likes to keep the momentum going and bringing you the freshest Liverpool news. Liverpool's pursuit of Jarrad Branthwaite is heating up. The buzz surrounding Liverpool's transfer activity continues to grow. And this time, it's their reported interest in Everton's breakout star Jarrad Branthwaite that's sending shockwaves across Merseyside. The 22-year-old centre-back has already impressed with his towering presence and composed defending, and now he's caught the eye of Arne Slot's Reds. Branthwaite's mix of youthful vigor and mature decision-making makes him an incredibly appealing target. As whispers of a possible move get louder, Liverpool supporters are daring to imagine the young defender donning the iconic red shirt, an addition that could solidify the club's backline in their pursuit of dominance. However, there's a twist. A transfer between the fierce Merseyside rivals is no ordinary deal. The rivalry between Liverpool and Everton runs deep, and moves across that divide are rarer than a silent night at Anfield. Yet under Arne Slot's fresh leadership, there's a growing belief that history could be rewritten. The noise surrounding Branthwaite is intensifying, suggesting Liverpool are seriously considering making a move that could shake the city. As the summer window draws near, all eyes are on whether this emerging talent will dare to cross the blue-red divide. Wirtz shines despite defeat. Could Liverpool be his next stop? Following our earlier coverage of the gripping UEFA Nations League semi-final, the spotlight remains firmly on Florian Wirtz. Despite Germany's narrow 2-1 loss to Portugal at the Allianz Arena, the 22-year-old Bayer Leverkusen star lit up the night with a stunning 48th-minute header. Wirtz's performance was a masterclass, full of creativity, vision, and poise. It's no wonder Liverpool are reportedly leading the chase for his signature. For the full 90 minutes, he was relentless, gliding past defenders with effortless finesse and delivering key passes that caused chaos for Portugal's backline. But it wasn't just his on-pitch brilliance that captured attention. It was his post-match comment that sent Liverpool fans into a frenzy. When asked about the swirling rumors linking him with Anfield, Wirtz simply said, "Right now, I'm focused on the national team. My future, we'll see what happens." For Liverpool supporters, that was more than enough to stir hope.